Whether you're currently in sales or looking to get in sales, everyone faces the same question at some point. Is a career in software sales really for me? I started my career as a sales development representative. Within a month and a half, I was the absolute worst performing rep on my team. I remember one Friday afternoon, I called my mom and said, hey, I don't know if sales is for me, and you're gonna ask yourself that question too. Fortunately, after doing some soul searching, I was able to figure it out, make 40,000 cold calls, and get quite good at prospecting, sending emails, sending notes on LinkedIn, and finding people to call. In this video, I'm gonna break down pros and cons of a career in software sales, specifically SDR, account executive. As we think about the pro list, I'm gonna start with that, and I'm gonna take you guys in a conference room to overview the con list. The pro list is tremendous upside from an earning potential. When I started as a sales development representative, I was making 50K a year. Fast forward 3 years later at age 26, I'm now making well over 150K a year. So as you think about that, 3x income in literally 3 years. Name another profession that has such fast upsides so quickly. There's not many out there, and that's why working in technology is so lucrative and a lot of fun also. Pro number 2 is you really learn skills that matter. There's a lot of professions where you're doing skills and tasks that really don't matter, whereas in software sales, and particularly as an SDR and AE, you have to be an effective communicator, you have to be good at building relationships, you have to be able to negotiate, and all of these great communication skills are transferable to other parts of your life. So each and every day, you're using your ability to communicate well to sell deals, make more money, and as a result, those skills are refined and fostered, and you can take them into your personal life to hopefully help you with your relationships as well, since communication is so important, and typically when we have a breakdown, that's when problems happen. And pro number 3 is you're paid based on performance, and you have a lot of autonomy in the role. This is something I really like, because as you think about the other best immediate upside careers, investment banking, consulting. Investment banking, you need to work ridiculous hours, and you hope that you get a great year-end bonus, and you're pretty much slaving away. In consulting, you're pretty much paid for your hours of work, whereas in sales, you have a flexible schedule, you set your own hours, and the better you perform, the more you get paid, and it's completely on you. If you hit your quota, you take responsibility for that. If you miss your quota, you take responsibility for that as well. So you own your own success. And I love being the master of my own fate and destiny, as that helps me feel more confident in myself as a person and as a professional, because I control my own fate, and my ability to succeed is completely dependent on my ability to perform. Hey, let's check out that sound booth right there. I have a secret to tell you. Okay, now that nobody can hear us, make sure to drop a like on this video now if you haven't already, and subscribe to the channel for daily sales videos. Let's go. With anything in life, there's good and there's bad. So I'm gonna cover the cons working in sales, and keep in mind, I'm in my sales office right now. I've been working in software sales for over 3 years. I spent the first 2 years of my career as an SDR. I never made a single video until I really felt confident in myself and my ability to go out and execute at a high level. And it started with prospecting, and then I said, hey, let me start making videos about it. Bottom line, if you're gonna work in sales, there's 3 top of mind cons that I've experienced. Number 1, fear of rejection. Anytime you put yourself out there, such as a LinkedIn post, such as a YouTube video, some people are gonna like it, some people aren't gonna like it. And with sales, you put yourself out there each and every day. You're essentially paid to be told no. So if you fear rejection, then this isn't gonna be the profession for you, because you are selling an expensive software, a product, a service. You're going out, and statistically, you're gonna receive more no's than yeses. For example, a good close rate, a win rate. So if I work 10 deals, a good win rate is like 40%. So that means if every 10 deals, I'm only gonna win 4 of them, and I'm gonna lose 6 of them. So I'm gonna lose more deals than I win. And especially for cold calling, you're gonna get told no more than you're told yes. So you need to be okay with that. You need to be able to accept that. And if you don't have a thick skin, then maybe sales isn't a profession for you. Con number 2 is I feel like there's still a bit of a stigma around sales. You think used car salesman, oh, this person's trying to just get something from me. And I don't think that's necessarily the case for software sales, because working in technology, progressive companies, really fast growing, a lot of exciting innovation, I don't think that stigma is always there. But it's funny because If you think about an income sheet or a balance sheet, for example, of a company, what is the very first line they have? It's sales or revenue, because it's the most important operation to the company besides potentially product or leadership. And in sales, my title is account executive or sales development representative. It's not actually just purely sales. So I think that there's a stigma around it because people don't want to feel like they're being sold to. That's why you need to have a high level of skill and make it seem as if it's a consultation versus a sell. But bottom line, there's still a stigma around it. And sometimes when I tell people I work in sales, they say, oh, you work in sales. And I say, yeah, I work in sales. Con number 3 is, and this is based on my experience, so it may not be applicable to you, is your performance will impact your personal life. And what I mean by that is if I'm not performing well, it impacts my mental state in my personal life. And if I'm performing well, that helps me with my confidence and it helps me feel better because I know I'm doing well, I'm making money, everything's going right. But if I'm not hitting my quota, if I'm not trending well, then I can't enjoy my free time as much because there's always something you technically can be doing. Think about your time. You gotta sleep, you gotta eat, you gotta commute, you gotta have fun, whatever it may be. Ask yourself, and I'm by no means there, are you maximizing your revenue potential? For example, are you spending every waking moment doing whatever it takes to close the deals, generate more pipeline, make more money? Probably not. And if you're not, that means you're leaving something on the table. So for me, at least, when I'm not hitting my quota, it feels like I'm leaving something on the table. I'm not maximizing my potential. And it impacts my mood a bit. So it's something that you need to be aware of. And a lot of people in sales especially deal with stress, particularly at the end of quarters like we are in September right now. And it's think of that project or deadline, and it's just you have 90 days to figure it out, and then each day that goes by is one day closer. So to recap, the pros are better than the cons, but just note that there's good and bad to everything in life. This is always my favorite walk in the evening from the office building out to the office garage. Nice, peaceful, serene setting out here. And to be honest, sales has changed my life. I feel like I was super misguided in college. I mean, I like to have fun. When I first started working full time, I didn't really know what to expect. It was more so, okay, now I got some money now. I'm in a city trying to meet people, doing all that. And I feel like the longer I've been working in sales, software sales in particular, it's really helped give meaning to my life in a way. And I think a lot of guys attribute their why or their meaning to their career. At least that's how I think. And that's why I think when you see videos like this, pros and cons of a certain career, it's important to say, hey, am I actually listening to someone that's been there, done that, that's been in the trenches and continues to do it each and every day. So if you have any questions, leave a comment down below. If you want to connect with me on LinkedIn, if I can help you in any way, connect with me. And of course, if you've enjoyed the video, if you learned something new, would really appreciate it if you dropped a like. It helps with the algorithm. If you want to keep on this journey, subscribe as well. We're now in the parking garage. Not many cars left, right? So we're trying to find my car. And then we got the nice long commute back to downtown Dallas. I was sharing this yesterday. I'm moving from Dallas to Plano. The population in Dallas, downtown, is about 1 million. In Plano, it's about 280,000. So it's actually way bigger than I thought. So should be a good environment that's conducive to generating more sales, right? So anyways, thanks so much for watching this video. I look forward to hopefully having you view in the next video, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.